What's up guys, it's Fifa here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you the 3 best players in every position for the Serie at the beginning of FIFA 20. So if you are enjoying the content, please subscribe. Over 65% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed and it helps me out a ton. Make sure to turn on notifications so that you can get all the up-to-date sniping filters, trading methods, and everything else we do on this channel. And please go check me out on Twitch. It's going to be linked in the description, same as my YouTube name, ThiefChief49. We try to stream pretty much every day on Twitch, so please go check that out. So with all that said, let's go ahead, let's jump right into this video. So again, we kick it off with the goalkeeper. Like we usually say for this kind of stuff, goalkeeper doesn't matter too much, so we basically just go for some cheap options. And just some guys I've thrown in here to recommend for you. I've gone on put Olsen, Cragno, and Strakosha. So basically goalkeeper just comes down to the cheapest thing and personal preference. Typically I just go with the cheapest player, and if everything's kind of around the same price, I go for the tallest guy. Stats aren't really too big of a deal for the keepers if you're sticking around like the 79, 80, 81 rated range. It basically just comes down to personal preference, whoever you think is best for you. So goalkeeper, I've just given a couple suggestions. Into the left back position, now this is where this squad is lacking in the left back and right back positions. So basically, in at left back, we have Biraghi, Mario Rui, and Dalbert. Now, Dalbert is a fantastic card, but the issue is there aren't many other options, so he's going to end up becoming very expensive at the beginning of the game. Mario Rui's decent. He can definitely do you for a couple weeks in your starter squad. However, Biraghi, just to be honest, he's just trash. He's not good enough. But these other left backs might be a little more expensive, so you might just have to stick him in your Serie squad for a little bit while you build the coins up. But that's kind of what you got to deal with at the beginning of the game. But hopefully you can get a Dalbert in your squad as soon as possible. Now, into the center backs. Now, this is where the Serie just absolutely kills it. There's so many good center back options. I've thrown 3 good cheap ones in here for you. So we've got Bastos, Caceres, and Juan Jesus. And if you play FIFA at all, you know about Juan Jesus. This dude is OP every single year. He's so good, and he's definitely going to be one of the first guys that I get in my squad in FIFA 21. Just an absolute monster. And these other center backs are like the same thing. They're going to be cheap. They're going to be great. Bastos comes in with 78 pace, 79 defending, 75 physical. Just so many good qualities for all these center backs. And there's even more just past these 3. There's a ton of good center backs that you can pick up in the Serie. So these are 3 of the really good ones that I recommend. Now, into the right back position, again, left back, right back, Serie is really lacking. So the number 1 player they've got is Malkuit. He's a really solid card, but again, like Dalbert, his price is going to be stupid expensive at the beginning of the game, just because he is the only option really over there. And for French teams, it's only him and like Aguilar that would be good right backs. So going to be a lot of demand for Malkuit, so he's probably going to be pretty expensive. Karsdorp is decent. He's switched clubs, so I'm not really 100% sure if he's still at Roma, but I've put him in here. And then after him, it goes to Zappacosta, who is just absolute garbage, to be honest. So again, right backs, left backs, really lacking in those positions. But the center backs are super good, which should help make up for that. And where this Serie squad really strives is in the attack, which you will see when we get there. But we're going to be moving into the midfield, starting with the defensive midfield spots. We got 3 players for you. Right here we have Kessie, we have Parolo, and we have Nandez. Again, if you play FIFA, you know Kessie. This guy's card is ridiculous. It's been like this for like 2 years now as well. This guy's just so good. Super well-rounded. Everything 72 or above, and that physical all the way up at 88 is fantastic. So this guy is a box-to-box, as a holding midfielder. Anything, he can do it all for you. Next one is Parolo. Again, another really well-rounded card. A little less pace on Parolo, but he'll work as a box-to-box or holding midfielder again. He'll be fantastic for you. Just another really well-rounded card. And next, not as well-rounded, is Nandez. I'd probably use him strictly as a holding midfielder, just because his shooting and passing aren't great, but he's got good pace, good defending, good physical. He's definitely going to be able to hold the center of the park for your team for the first month or so of FIFA 21. So that's it for the defensive midfield. Now, moving into the attacking midfield here, we have Again, not great options here. The defensive midfield was really good. Attacking midfield, there just isn't a lot of good options here. So we've gone for Paqueta, Zielinski, and Malinovsky. Paqueta's just going to be a good, well-rounded, cheap option for you. I mean, as you can see by the dribbling, pace, shooting, passing, physical, this guy can basically do everything. And his defending is nothing to turn your head at, so you could even use this guy as like a box-to-box midfielder. Next after that, we have Zielinski. This guy is pretty solid because his pace, dribbling, and passing are all good. So as like a distributive cam, he would be really nice. Shooting isn't exactly what you want it to be for someone in an attacking position, but you can definitely get the ball into others' feet, which is pretty nice for what the attack is looking like in the Serie because the wingers and strikers are very good. So Zielinski's a good option. And then lastly, we have now Malinovsky, more of kind of like a finisher a little bit. He's got 77 shooting, 81 passing, and 80 physical. So he can hold players off, he can finish chances. This guy would also work really well as a box-to-box mid, maybe with a shadow chem style on him. I think he'd be really good in that position. So we've gone for Malinovsky there. Into the left wing. Now the attack in the Serie squad is fantastic. So we got three really good options here: Gervinho, Lukaku, and Verdi. So Gervinho and Lukaku, just your typical beginning of the game winger. Super good pace, decent dribbling, can get down the line and just cut it back to your striker. Now, Verdi's another option, which I really like, because I'm pretty sure Verdi is 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, which again makes him very, very valuable. And he's super well-rounded with 86 pace, 83 dribbling, 73 shooting, and 80 passing. So this guy's going to be an absolute monster on the left wing for you. Into the right wing, opposite here, we have Chiesa, Marasuch, and Politano. Again, basically, Marasuch is going to be kind of your low level right when you get the game. Might have this guy in at the wing, and this guy would work incredible as a central midfielder as well. Just look at how well-rounded his card is. And then we also have Chiesa, who's just 4-star, good pace, good dribbling, shooting, passing. He just kind of does it all. But the best of the bunch is definitely going to be Politano with 84 pace, 84 dribbling, 77 passing, or 77 shooting, 78 passing. Just an overall well-rounded right mid that is going to be super good at the beginning of the game, but a little more expensive than these other options. Into the last position, the most important one, we have the striker, and the Serie A is absolutely stacked with good strikers, guys. So we give you a look here. We have Correa, we have Muriel, and we have Rebic. Now, Rebic is just an unbelievably OP card for the beginning of the game. 88 pace, 80 shooting, 81 physical is just unfair at the beginning with kind of the lower level defenders everyone else has. Rebic is going to be one of the best strikers at the beginning of the game. And then Muriel and Correa, they got the dribbling, they got the pace, and they got decent finishing. Just all really good strikers, and you could rock any of these for the first month of the game and have absolutely no problem. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.